Welcome to our Meet the Candidate program. As citizens of Hoosier Boys State, this evening will be one of the most important aspects of the Boys State program you may participate in. Beginning this evening, each of you will have a hand toward the shaping of the political course that will follow the remainder of the week at Boys State, and deciding upon by your vote which of the Boys State political party will occupy the state offices. At this time, I would ask that you please stand while Josiah of Milwaukee City, Counts County, offers our invocation, and Dan Deddens, Milwaukee City, Counts County. Dan lives in St. Leon, and he will do the recite the pledge.
Bow your heads with me, please. Heavenly Father, we come to you now, and we're so thankful to be here and this wonderful opportunity that we all have. I ask and pray that you would help us to enjoy all the excitement at the middle of this week. I ask and pray that during the election, God, everybody would be respectful and courteous and help us to have a wonderful time. And ultimately, let all the glory and honor be to you and you alone. It's in your name I pray, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right. You finished? Tonight, as registered voters of Hoosier Boys State, you will have an opportunity to meet and hear from those candidates who have been slated by their respective political party to run for the state offices at Hoosier Boys State. Please show proper respect while each candidate presents his speech. Listening carefully might allow you to make a more informed decision. In the interest of fairness to both parties, we will flip a coin to decide which party will present their candidates first. Party chairman? Don't lose. Where was governor last year? Call it. Tails. Red. Tails. The Nationalists will go first. The chairman of the Nationalist Party is Jacob Mattingly, Henderson City, Napier County. His hometown is Indianapolis, where he attends Perry Meridian High School. He will introduce his slate of candidates, the keynote speaker, and then the lieutenant governor and governor for the Nationalist Party.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. All right, to begin with, our Attorney General is Benjamin Spannenberg. Our Treasurer is Joseph Narayan. Our auditor is Daniel Ayers. Our Secretary of State is Mustafa Munir. And then finally, our keynote speaker is Adam Hoffman. Did I say it right? Yeah.
Introduce them when they're coming up to speak.
Okay, when they come up to speak.
Keynote speaker.
I know who's going to. Okay, all right. So.
Hi, I'm going to introduce myself. Actually, I'm not Adam Huffman, sorry, but my name's Alex Hubbard. So, first of all, I just want to start off, I want to thank all my committees, and they've set up this government so well, and all the county chairmen that picked great candidates on both sides of me. So let's give them a quick round of applause. Thank you. So personally myself, I am super excited for these primaries, and just so you know, you guys are the voters. You do have the power. And so it's my job to inform you about the National List Party, and frankly, we're stacked. We are absolutely stacked. Yeah. So I've met personally with each one of these guys, and they are prepared to work hard for you. Not only are these candidates great, but our platform was planned out perfectly. The platform committee truly fits the image of our future here in Boise State. So the planks of the platform, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about each one. First is education. We want less stress on standard testing so people can focus on those long-term goals like GPA and don't have to worry about one test screwing up their entire life. Second is the environment. Our future is the environment, and with better protection of state parks and further research, we can make Indiana clean. Thirdly, medical marijuana. We want to legalize this in stances to help people with extreme anxiety, epilepsy, and many other cases that can be made safe and regulated by our government. Fourth, hate crime legislation, and changing the fact that Indiana is one state out of only 5 without a law addressing penalties for crimes that target people because of race, religion, and sexual attraction. And lastly, the economy and our increasing need for trade jobs in Indiana, where steel production is the highest in the nation. We have half the blast furnace capacity of the entire nation, despite the fact that 70% of all of our high school graduates go straight into college or into the military. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a freaking awesome platform to me, centered around Indiana's biggest issues. So, as I wrap up here, I want to read you a small quote by Arthur G. Jones that suits the work and ethics of these candidates. There is but one rule of conduct for a man, to do the right thing. The cost may be dear in money, in friends, in influence, in labor, in a prolonged and painful sacrifice, but the cost not to do right is far more dear. You pay in the integrity of your manhood, in honor, in strength of character, and for a timely gain, you barter the infinite. Now we may be at Hoosier's Boys State tonight. Thank you.
Okay, first off, I would like to apologize to Alex Hubbard for messing up his name. So yeah, but he did a good job. Okay, first up, let's give a warm round of applause to our Lieutenant Governor, Will Tierman.
Hi guys, I'm Will Tierman. I'm the Lieutenant Governor candidate for the Nationalist Party. But if elected the Lieutenant Governor, I'm your guys' representative for all of Boise State. I'd be tasked with representing all of us in every facet, in everything that we are interested in and really feel like would support our identity. For the first time in many of our lives, we have the opportunity to affect change, to write policy, and to really shape what we want this to look like. Something that's so special about the opportunity and experience we have at Boise State is that it's just that. It's our state. They didn't come in here and tell us what our parties were or what we had to decide or what we had to run on. So that is a super special opportunity that I'm going to be working hard to bring both parties together to get a lot done in the small amount of time that we have. Like our keynote speaker said, We are about integrity and behaving like men in the offices you guys have elected us to. We're here to support you, not push our own agenda. I would just like to say that I personally very strongly support our governor candidate, and he showed a great level of respect for the democratic system on our primary night, and he actually made a motion in the middle of his speech to have a more democratic election by all of us just raising our hands. Sadly, it was declined, but immediately after that, everyone started getting behind it, and the election process changed. That is something that could have hurt him and could have negatively affected him, but he chose to do it anyway because he knew it was the right thing for democracy. We all stand behind that, and we're prepared to be your state board. Thank you.
All right, and now for the Nationalist Party candidate for governor. Let's give it all a warm round of applause to Hamza Abu-Ghofa.
Sorry about the name. You're all good.
One sec. Hey guys, I'm Hamza, and I'm going to be running for governor for you guys. And to start off my speech, I want to focus on the biggest part of our platform, which is education. My party believes that education is the foundation for greater change in this state. We view the state's education system right now as flawed. We appeal to one type of knowledge, and we make knowledge objective through standardized testing and teaching towards tests. My party and my platform is looking to put more funds into not only higher education, but promoting trade schools. We believe that if we can move people towards trade schools and remove the stigma that we have around trade schools, we can grow the economy, we can move people forward, and we can accommodate the needs of every single person's knowledge. Knowledge isn't objective. There are hundreds of people in this room right now, and each person knows something that someone else doesn't. We believe that by promoting different types of education, we can get each individual person to contribute to society as best they can. We may be divided in the way we learn, but we can be united in the way we give back to our community. So we want to base our platform on education and expand from there. Thank you.
The Nationalist Party will now have 5 minutes for their floor demonstration. That means you get up, you shake hands, you meet your nationalist candidate. You come up here, meet your candidates. Be really careful of these lights, though, okay? Just don't even think about bumping into those lights. Okay, we just got those in place today. They're really cool. Okay. So all the nationalists, and if can come up and meet their party. There you go. Still got 3 minutes.
Make sure that was clarified
Yes,
for
indeed.
the other person, because I don't
Yep,
want that.
yep, I understand. No problem. Very good, guys. Everybody see it? Good. Okay. All right, so let's do this now with the Federalist Party. I would like to call to the podium Dion Zawawo of Tolan City, Bartlett County. His hometown is Carmel, Indiana, where he attends Carmel High School. Dion.
Thank you. Good evening, brothers. Tonight, I would love it if you'd please give a warm welcome to the Federalist Attorney General, Danny Deddings. Our Secretary of State, Justin Cree. Our Treasurer of State, Andrew Spiegel. Our Auditor of State, Adam Behringer. And last, but certainly not least, our keynote speaker, Mohammed Djour.
All right, I don't know about you guys, but I've been having a fun time. Is everybody else having a fun time here? Come on, let's hear it, let's hear it, let's go. All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Mohammed Hoosier, and I'm from Westfield, Indiana. Allow me to start to tell you something about myself. My favorite color is blue, but not just any type of blue. It's a special blue, like this nice blue. When you see it, you just know it's your favorite color. All right, blue is often associated with the values of depth and stability. Last night, we gathered to vote for the representatives that would lead everyone in this room to the best possible outcome. Again, the best possible outcome. We chose these men because of the depth and stability that they offer. Just like everyone in this room, these candidates have the integrity and the drive to properly represent all of us. They have the ability to unite us all under the banner of bipartisanship, allowing us to accomplish more by creating an environment of unity. As we listen to these candidates today, I encourage all of you not to see through the lenses of the identity of politics or political parties. Rather, I hope that you all see what these men represent, the Hoosier spirit. To me, the Hoosier spirit embodies a society where people can drive on roads safely and securely. I envision a world where students can go to school and feel safe, and where we can all go to sleep at night knowing that the heating in our homes is not coming at the expense of the environment. Most importantly, I envision a properly educated society that works to preserve the three core American rights: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is what it means to be a Hoosier to me. And I know that each of these candidates share similar views. As we look towards the Federalist ticket, I see more than party politicians. I see men who represent the Indiana ticket. And I hope that you all see these men like I do. And so for my final point tonight, I want to remind all of you that just like these men here, we also represent the Hoosier spirit. We should all strive to elect these politicians that will keep our values at heart and our words in their minds. In this democratic state, you guys have the power. You guys have the power. And therefore, without further ado, please welcome the federal candidates for Hoosier Boys State.
Brothers, please give a warm welcome to the Federalist Party Lieutenant Governor nominee, Kuther Venkat.
Hi, my name's Kuther Venkat. I'm from Munster, Indiana, and Northwest Indiana. You guys may be wondering a few things about me, so I'm going to start with that. First, I've done debate in high school for the past 3 years, and I really feel like that gives me a competitive edge over anyone on this stage in the ability to argue and defend my ideas and not play party politics. I believe this isn't about parties, but it's about representing every individual in this room. Secondly, I currently volunteer to help fill care packages for people with cancer. I feel like this gives me a good representation of what people that are dysfortunate face and how we can balance this out so everyone has an equal chance to succeed. And I think that's what the Federalist Party truly represents. And all of this ties in to the concepts of unity and bipartisanship, which are fundamental in order to achieve a successful government, and I believe the Federalist Party achieves that the best. So let's move into the two key areas I want to talk about today. First is education. I believe we need to raise teacher pay. Currently, teachers aren't getting paid enough, and if we raise teacher pay, teachers are more incentivized to teach, and with that in mind, students are more incentivized to learn. And the Alliance for Excellent Education finds that with a better education, the high school graduation rate goes up by 5%. And with that increase, the US is able to save $18.5 billion in crime costs. Because with better education, less people are going to jail, and we pay less for incarceration. So we pay our teachers more, and we save money in the long run. It's a win-win. Secondly, I want to talk about drugs. The Federalist Party stands behind full legalization of medical marijuana along with recreational marijuana. What we want to do is push for federal removal of marijuana on the Schedule I list in order to do more research on the topic. Secondly, for medical marijuana, it allows benefits for people with Alzheimer's and pain control. And most of all, with the legalization of recreational marijuana, you have the ability to garner revenue for the state. And last but not least, many people always ask me, how do you say your name? It's very complicated. So just remember one thing, just like a brother, Qadr will fight for you. Thank you.
Brothers, please give a warm welcome to our last candidate of the night, the Federalist Party governor nominee, Ethan Rose.
Thank you. United we stand, divided we fall. Think about that for just a second. I'm Ethan Rose, and I am your candidate for governor. First of all, I'm going to begin by introducing myself. I know you Federalists heard a little bit about me last night, but for our nationalists in the room, I think it's only right that I give them a little bit about myself. First of all, I'm from Santa Claus, which brings up two major points that we need to address straight off. First of all, yes, I do work at Holiday World. I'm a training supervisor. And two, unfortunately, I can't get you free tickets right now. Maybe later, we'll have to see. But what I can do is listen. What I can do is give you a voice that nobody else can give you. What I can do is unite two divided parties as one. You guys may be wondering why I've been referring to it as our Federalist and our Nationalist. That's because this is our convention, our rally, our government, and at the end of the week, everything will be ours. So, we need to remember that. If you really think about it, and you take a second, remove your badges, take away county, city, party titles, and you just throw that away, who are we? We're all Indiana Hoosiers standing here together at Hoosier Boys State, working to elect the greatest government that we can to run our cities. Now that is something that we can get behind. So I'm gonna move on to just a little bit more about myself. I personally have lots of experience uniting people together for a common cause. I'm nationally awarded for my work helping the homeless, where down in southern Indiana in the tri-state area, I united businesses, churches, and schools and communities from 3 different states to come together and raise over $35,000 for the homeless that can't make their ways into homeless shelters. Building on what Qadr had to say earlier, there are a number of issues that I believe that we can all get behind. Environmentally speaking, we can subsidize our crops. What do people think of when they say Indiana Hoosier? Corn, soybeans, and that's about it, other than maybe some drugs. But anyways, these are staples of our Indiana economy, and if correctly subsidized, we can produce incredible amounts of these, just like we are right now, while getting two major things across, which is helping support our local farmers and reducing the effects of pesticides that are on our environment. Now, before I go into another position that we like to work together for, does anybody know what 4-H is? If you don't, 4-H is an international organization that works with leadership and project-based learning. But basically, this past year, I've served on the National 4-H Congress Youth Leadership Team, which means I've traveled to Atlanta, Georgia, and other places, speaking to thousands on thousands of people about improving themselves, improving education, and overall making the world a better place. So next, back on what we were going for, I'm gonna hop on the roads and we're gonna talk about infrastructure. So, does anybody remember what Qadr said earlier about how we're legalizing marijuana and how marijuana, okay? Marijuana is sometimes referred to as pot. Here in just a second, you're gonna realize why I'm saying this. So, if you guys drive through all of our roads, you guys are going to realize, I mean, has anybody drove through Indy? The roads are terrible in Indiana, and we need to fix them. In fact, 8% of all bridges in Indiana are considered structurally unstable. Do you want to be driving over a structurally unstable bridge? No. But anyways, this is a $500 million problem that we have to solve. So what does that call for? Operation Pothole. From January to May of this year alone, on marijuana taxes alone, Colorado has raised over $100 million and over $1 billion last year entirely. So basically, a $500 million problem isn't much, and then we can just use the money for other great things. So I believe that's something that anybody can get around. So moving on to one of the last things about myself, does anybody know what Rallies Children's Hospital is? If you're from Indy, you know it's a world-renowned hospital that works with children's specialties mainly. Basically, there are things called Rallies Dance Marathons that are situated just to raise money for the children at Rallies Hospital because it's a nonprofit organization. For the last 3 years, I have directed, led, and spoke at my Rallies Dance Marathon where we've raised over $45,000 as a small school. The reason this is super important to me, this past year I became a Rallies kid myself. Vote for Ethan.
Very good. Okay, we are ready for our floor demonstration for the Federalist Party. Watch the cord. Be careful. Let Alex get the cord out of the way. Am I on? Oh, okay, I am. All right, there we are. You have seen and heard the candidates from both parties. The decision of who these candidates will occupy the state offices of Hoosier Boys State now rests with you, the citizens of Hoosier Boys State. We encourage you to engage in discussion regarding the party goals mentioned here tonight. I have some announcements. The general election polls will open at 11 a.m. and close at 1, weather permitting. Tomorrow at 11, there will be a police equipment display in front of the University Center. Should be state, local police, and the DNR. But you must vote before attending this field display. Also, we have a very nice college fair that you will notice as you are going to the polls. Once you get done voting, check out those booths for these different colleges. Tomorrow, during the Wednesday morning assembly, you will witness the gubernatorial debates between the lieutenant governor and governor candidates for Hoosier Boys State. The debate will conclude just prior to the polls opening. All citizens, all Hoosier Boys State citizens will attend the debate. Talent show auditions will be tomorrow during athletic time, 3 to 4:15, right here, okay? Did anybody come up today? Do you have anybody today? Okay. Bring your act up tomorrow, please. We need folks for the talent show. All right? So you guys are dismissed. Federals and Nationals are dismissed. And I need our flag detail. We're going to lower the flag before we leave. We saved a lot of time tonight by not going to the field. We came up here, so you guys are off a little early tonight to do some political activity, to do some campaigning.
Go ahead. Yep. Everybody please. Everybody please stand. Hoosier Boys State, present arms. Arms.
You may be seated. Band is dismissed. Watch the cords. Be careful along in here. What do you think? Huh?
Can we get another pipe to make it go all the way to the ceiling?
We're going to do the Friday night. I'm going to bring the other bass out here. This bass is working, but not.
I like
the flash. Yeah.
Here. This one. Hold that. Hold that in. Just fold it like that. Fold it again. Fold it like that.